Shepard Commander, the Geth only acted in defense after the creators attacked. Do we deserve death?
Okay, so here is Legion who comes to present us with our final choice.
We could upload them to all Geth without sacrificing their independence.
You want to upload
So, okay, here we're making our final choice about the Geth Quarians. I'm thinking more about what the Reaper we just killed said.
But with free will,
Part of the cycle is
we would be alive.
the robot Reapers are killing organics because they build synthetics, and synthetics will always turn and kill all the organics. Is that right?
Yes.
So we have to kill the organics.
Why is your light so fucking bright?
We have to kill the organics to prevent them from making synthetics that'll kill the organics.
Yes, yo dog.
That doesn't make a lot of sense as a grand master plan.
I told you you wouldn't understand, Chris.
Like, I do
You
like
can't comprehend
the Legion, like, do we have a soul thing, even though that is perhaps the most played out question that a robot can possibly ask in science fiction.
I know.
Indicate that it's tongue in cheek, even though it doesn't.
Do
have
we want to? I mean, do we want to try to do?
Oh
no.
Let him upload.
No.
Let him upload.
All right.
Upload.
Okay, upload is important because Legion here has to die. Uploading this code from Legion to the rest of the Geth Collective requires that Legion die for some reason, and the game never explains why. It's like,
right.
You're a computer. You're copying data. If I upload a file from my computer to the internet, I don't have to kill my computer to do it.
Uploading.
Well, okay, he
Trying
becomes
to
robot
steal
Jesus,
space
basically.
Jesus from us.
Yes, he does. He becomes.
But at
Can't
Jesus.
be
And that-
space Jesus. We're already space Jesus.
He's Robo Jesus. You're Space Jesus.
But look, the problem is, much like everything else in this game, it will be completely irrelevant by the actions of the ending of the game. Like, you're setting up Legion to be Space Jesus, and that's cool. Like, you could imagine an entire culture of Geth, like hundreds of years from now, worshipping Legion. Doesn't matter because that never happens because everything gets blown up.
Remember how awesome it was when all the moral choices were gated behind a really high skill check?
Yeah.
I suggest. Fuck this.
I suggest allow the upload and just side against the Quarians because that's really just because that's the most interesting. Just.
I wonder which one do you think people did less of?
I would say that more people. I don't know. I mean, the story's driven us against the Quarians, but then again, a lot of fans of the. I mean, most people didn't notice any of the problems that we've noticed with the series. And those people would probably just side with the Quarians because, hey, I like the Quarians. Tally's a Quarian and she's my friend.
I don't know. Geth was a popular character. Legion was a popular character.
Yeah, but not as much as Tally. You couldn't. Yeah. Really, my suggestion is allow the upload.
What do you think, Chris?
I suggest we side with the Geth.
Alright, let's do it.
No.
And let's not ask Rutsker.
Error. Copying code is
Yeah, Redskine doesn't matter.
direct personal.
He was gonna say
Perfection.
Geth anyway.
Shepard Commander, I must.
Good
go.
guess.
He didn't even want to side with the Geth. He just wanted to see the Quarians die. Racist bastard.
Hey, that means that I have no competition with Ted.
You killed our species.
Still got
so
a
that you can
flashlight
break
on his head.
So this is a game called 1001 Arabian Nights, where basically you play a character from the Arabian Nights and go around the map and do stuff. And at some point, I gain an artifact that allows me to destroy a city. And at another point, I gain an artifact, I become the Vizier of a town. But becoming the Vizier of a town means that you have to go back to that town and, do stuff after every, goal you accomplish. So after leaving, I destroyed my own city. Kept all the advantages.
You tell Admiral Garrel in this sequence, hey look, the Geth are gonna wipe you out, and he's like, no, we want to fight. and he drags his whole fleet in. So once
This
again,
is so
it's
stupid.
like, yeah, are we supposed
If
to
the
feel sorry
Koreans
for
were
this guy?
reasonable people,
If
they would
were
just
not
retreat at this
stupid-
point.
Yeah, why aren't they retreating now? Are the Geth really gonna pursue?
I mean,
like, they
you
were
could
just
probably.
fighting to the
I mean,
death.
why wouldn't you just be able to say, "Hey, Geth, I'm gonna get the Koreans to retreat"? You just don't kill them.
Okay.
They
We are seeing at the same time right now the death of Tali, the death of Legion, the birth of Space Jesus, Robot Jesus, the freedom of the Geth as individuals breaking the hive mind, and the extinction, outright extinction of the Quarians. And this
And the death of a
sequence
Reaper.
and the death of a Reaper. And this is the emotional heaviness they give it. Is like really lame orchestral music that is not as good as what was happening before with the combat, and really awkward pacing and editing. And at the end of this, like, this feels like it should be a complicated climax to a much bigger game, not a footnote as a third chapter of this game.
What was the point of having a Paragon interrupt where you do exactly what you just did and then nothing happened?
You didn't tell me this, but yeah, I thought that if you found that the Reapers would do, and then she would, 16 babies. I'm gonna make a house on the planet.
That was exactly the reaction you should have had, given how badly this section was handled. This is, by the way, I think the worst part of the game outside of the ending.
Sorry, Commander.
This whole scene is my least favorite part of the entire Mass Effect trilogy, including the first game that I couldn't bring myself to finish.
Units, and we will uphold its promise. We are already repairing ships, and our technology can help build the Crucible.
the last few Quarians. I dare you to find the last few remaining Quarians and complain about that 10-year-old kid.
Of the creators.
Collect all three.
They made their choice.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a
Jesus
dumb
dying
binary
out.
choice that can only be stopped by doing a whole bunch of other bullshit in the other game, which is good to a degree because, hey, the other games actually matter for once, but bad because it's bullshit, and if you don't do everything perfectly, then you can't fix it.
It would be better if
And
it
all
made
pretty
more
much
sense.
to serve the ridiculous,
Understood, Commander. As opposed
dumb-ass
to about our allies right now. But that's not why I
fucking anvil that is dropped at the end of the game that is just, oh, hey, organics and synthetics, they can't, like, coexist, man. Cause, like,
Dina's office.
the Terminator, I get.
It also falls into the whole black and white thing. I mean, we were complaining earlier about how it paints the Quarians as either pure evil or pure good, or the Geth as pure evil or pure good. It also sort of has this weird binary extreme result. Like, either all of the Geth die, or all of the Quarians die, and there's not
It's
like
ridiculous.
there's not like the Geth become the dominant power in this area, and the Quarians become subjugated. It's, nope, they are extinct. There's like 6 of them.
That's a relief to hear.
Wait,
Yep.
who's a rear admiral? What?
Around couldn't hurt, and she's damn proud of what you're doing out there.
I can't.
Hack it out.
I wasn't paying any attention. Who's he talking about? Whatever.
Hack
I'll
it.
figure it out when I edit the episode.
Hack it out. Admiral, I can't seem to figure out this problem. Just hack it out.
I hate you so much. So we got some
Assets.
Geths. Yay. Look, we killed all the Quarians. We got like some numbers, you guys.
What happened to our Quarian war assets? Didn't we have some?
We turned an entire species into 300 points of war assets.
It was
Win.
510.
Well, we're getting
come
the
on.
high score. We're getting the high score at Mass Effect 3. We're gonna have the highest scores. Hey, who else can we genocide for points?
The Krogan, but we lost our chance at that.
Yeah, but that wasn't really genocide. Let's see how much damage we can do to the Asari.
Am I the only person who thinks of Deus Ex every time I hear the this map music?
It is a kind of Deus Ex style sort of thing. But that was the whole soundtrack of the first game, was very Deus Ex.
That's why I loved it.
I missed that.
That vigil menu music was like, that was the whole game. You know what? I would have loved the ending of this game if it just had more levels. That's the only reason I didn't like this game. And I made up all the other
That's
reasons
it.
that I've been talking about.
You've been just making excuses so you wouldn't have to say that you're going to marry
Yep.
the music of this game.
So I know this has been explored in DLC, but it hasn't been explored in the main games, and I haven't played any of the DLC. All of the jump gates have windows, like they're space stations. Who lives there?
Technicians.
Are they really windows? I thought they were just lights.
Yeah.
If they're windows, it'd be pretty stupid. I mean, it's like, hey, it's space.
Excuse me.
But
I'm
lights
Commander
are
Shepard.
even stupider. Why would you need 30 million lights
Oh.
on the outside of your giant fancy thing?
What?
So
No,
nobody
just so
crashes
you
into
can
it, I guess.
see it. Yeah, because that's the
Okay,
only way you can
I
tell what
guess-
stuff is.
I walked up to some sorry lady I didn't know and said, "Here, have this Reaper code fragment," and she was like, "Cool, have our second fleet." I love the quests in this game. They're so dumb. Oh, hey, it's Samara.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain.
Oh yeah, we get some more of that cleavage.
What are you doing on the
You
citadel?
missed seeing all the Quarians die.
I suppose.
You should have been there. Should have
Followed
been.
your code.
Oh god, I
Your
forgot
lawful
about that outfit.
stupid code.
Oh god.
I know, you forget about it till she turns around, and then you're just kind of like, whoa.
Why? What is the most offensive thing in this game? Why would they have her wear that?
Aiding us in our last hours. These are the
Her
last
her
hours.
jacket's been
Fighting this war to
indoctrinated.
win it.
That's why.
No doubt. that you
Like,
can't
Liara's got
galaxy
problems in her
with
design, but
every-
oh my god, lady. A form-fitting,
you
open
weren't there for the
cleavage,
Mass Effect 2
braless...
season when that was all we talked
that's
about for
so
like
good.
20 episodes.
Oh my god.
Good luck out there.
Rutscorn finished puberty because of her cleavage.
I don't know if you believe such things, but goddess go with you, Shepard.
Like, that's not
I'm
how
not sure he
clothes
really
work.
finished it.
Soon enough.
No, I'm on board, Chris. This outfit leaves a really bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, and it's an L-cord. Wow, that L-cord moved.
Half of my people.
Look at that. That was awesome. I love Alcor so much. Elcor so much.
I want to scratch him like under his
Yeah.
chin nodule.
Holding sorrow. Our
And tell me he
warriors
doesn't look a
seek
bit like Jamie
your
Heineman if you
forces
squint.
and rescue them. Urgently, please.
You're just giving the shopper or shippers more fuel, Seamus.
Aside,
How do your people fight?
proudly, with VI assisted.
Did you never see the Gethbusters image? That I'll link to it.
There's so much shit you're gonna have to link to this week.
I know. I'm just making myself more work.
As names less flattering.
Oh no, now you have to do 10 minutes of work per episode.
Shut up.
So how about that Harry Partridge Skyrim cartoon?
Relief. Thank you, Commander.
You just linked a whole bunch of words together, and
Evacuate some
I,
of our
I didn't even know those words could go together. I don't know what any of that means.
I will
Did you
remain
say
Well, I guess you'll have to
Potter
provide a link to
Skyrim
it
cartoon?
on your.
Lacuna
You'll have to provide a link to it on your blog post, then, won't you?
Look, I filled out all the forms.
My goal is just to provide as many references to random shit as possible.
I hate you so much.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Adair.
I double
Oops.
hate you.
Damn, you
This
too?
is the wrong thing.
Already got the council to order her release.
Oh yeah,
This
this
really reminds
quest.
me of, like, the 17th or somewhere between the 17th and the 90th comic of this one, like, archaic Russian webcomic that was on the internet on a blog spot for a while, but then got taken down and rehosted.
What makes you think she's crazy?
It's just spot on for this situation. Really think it would enhance the reader's understanding of what's going on here.
Maybe free.
You know how I've been sick for the last 2 weeks? I'm going to email you this virus that I have in my body.
No.
Oh, okay. You're gonna reverse
Should
3D
we
print the
demand
virus.
Bailey release this person that I guess used to run Eclipse or some bullshit like that?
Oh,
for
this
some
is a
reason?
stupid,
Oh, this is
stupid
part
thing.
of the. This is part of the
Aria.
Aria quest. No, fuck this
I'd
shit.
like access to her to judge for myself.
Yeah, and the lady you go to talk to her, and she taunts you, like she's still in jail, and she's like, "You'll never be able to do whatever you're trying to do without me." And it's like, well, wait, why is she taunting me from within jail? Wouldn't she like pretend to be good, and then turn into an evil asshole? after she gets her freedom. She's like begging you to keep her in jail.
Subtlety is not a thing Mass Effect is known for lately.
Glad the Asari counselor is hanging out in our old counselor office.
Well, you see, they're doing forensics to find out why Udina turned on.
CSI Citadel.
Managed the coup attempt. However, I need to speak with you on another matter. Matters have taken a serious turn for the Asari Republics.
Republics,
we understand your crucible
plural?
is still missing an important component. The catalyst, I believe you call it.
Do you know where it is?
Josh,
You're
your
standing
face
on
is
it.
glowing.
Unfortunately, no. But we do have an artifact on our home world, Thessia.
There's a lot of dramatic irony in this conversation if you've beaten the game.
What is it?
Suffice it to say, it may help you identify the catalyst.
And if you haven't, it's just...
The artifact is in a temple
Well, if you,
located at this
it's
coordinate.
the
A scientific
it's the Citadel.
sample-
The Citadel is the catalyst.
Oh.
This artifact is so important.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, the
Citadel
statement,
does some
there's a lot of
weird
dramatic
stuff.
irony in the scene if you've seen the whole
A
thing.
balance of
This
power
guy
exists in the galaxy that we don't wish to
that's
accept.
that's pretty generally applicable right there.
Right now.
But I take your
That's why
point.
I'm sharing this with you.
Well, we're going to go over to Thessia so that we could find out this thing that tells us where the Citadel is when we're on the Citadel. It's kind of stupid if you think about it.
In a galaxy full of
Don't you just love in a JRPG where you gotta like go out of your way and wander around this random area just to find somebody who'll tell you to go
Loving all
back
this
to somewhere close to where
skipping
you started
animations
from?
here. It's great.
You have my prayers.
Oh, are they gonna make out? Man, Shepard doesn't get anything. Oh, it's
Not
locked
Josh's
again.
Shepard.
I'm so bad at this, you guys. What do I do? What's in the Spectre office?
You'd think like the most famous human Spectre in the world would be getting some strange, but nope. Oh, we are in some sort of crazy this is part of the game I didn't really do. The whole let's upgrade weapons for $1 million and also let's go to the secret base.
Well, and the weapons aren't that much better than what you find, or they never struck me as being worth all your money.
Yeah.
And I could never shake the feeling that I'll probably just find something better than this on my next mission.
Also, why should I have to buy this stuff? I'm saving the fucking galaxy!
Packet is cheap.
It is kind of ironic. We demand more RPG mechanics even when RPG mechanics don't actually make any sense in this context.
You know, no,
Like,
honestly,
shop.
like, Josh, I never really thought shopping and upgrading weapons worked in the Mass Effect experience. Like, when I
Yeah.
played Mass Effect, I always thought, like, that when I was buying weapons at a store
Oh, hi,
and upgrading
Garrus.
them, like, that was
What's
taking
up?
me out of the experience, which was, you know, this very story-based thing.
Something that doesn't involve.
Wait, is he not on our boat? I thought he was on our ship.
I don't think they've conquered the bar yet.
What are you doing off the ship, Garrus? I don't remember giving you leave.
Then I thought.
You need to calculate stuff. Calibrate.
Go
Fuck.
calibrate some stuff for me. The
I
coffee
played
maker's
this game
making
once.
stuff too weak.
I had an idea.
Doesn't it seem like maybe he'd occasionally want to turn his eyepiece off?
This is a favorite moment, and a lot of people cite this as one of their favorite moments in the game. It is really neat in that
Some things never change.
we get to see a different part of the Citadel and have some fun with Garrus. We have a play date with Garrus, and it's pretty cool.
Too busy trying to live. What's yours?
This is one of the parts when people say, oh, the whole game was the ending. What they really mean is moments like this.
The whole game except the ending was the end.
137 regulations tell
The whole game was the ending, and then the ending ruined the ending.
No. Now I just don't give a damn.
That's a valid point, though. I mean, like, the whole game really is saying goodbye to these characters, and then the last 3 hours sort of is a middle finger to the entire audience.
When I did this, when he said the top of the Presidium, I thought we were gonna like hang out in the fake sky, not on top of one of these things.
It's cool anyway. I just wanted to. He wants to play around with the sniper rifle. What I wanted to do was spit on cars as they flew under the bridge.
You obviously haven't seen Turians swim.
Oh, did you see that? I got him right on the windshield. Top that, Garrus. Do you guys have spit?
I just have to save your ass again.
It'd make up for all the times I pulled your ass out of the fire. Novaria, Pharaohs, Ilos. We've had a
This is kind of cool.
Remember all those better things that we did? All that was all stuff from the first game too.
I love that. I love that shot from behind the two of them, where you're behind them looking out over the traffic. That is just a great view. Really jumps out at you. You get a sense of scale. Makes the Citadel seem big. I mean, really, this is the first time in the series I looked at the Citadel and thought, this feels really, really big.
Yeah.
As opposed to, this feels like a small space with a big skybox.
Did you guys catch the hole next to Garrus? The hole in the level they didn't even bother fixing. This game really does not look like it had any polish. This is like, we are still writing shit 3 months before the game comes out kind of feeling.
I loaded it with practice slugs for when you miss. That was an easy one. Let you build up your confidence. Long range, I wrote the book. Nobody alive can do this, not even Commander.
And
notice that he
Garrus
says
is...
long range here.
I know, and you're shooting these things at arms.
When we throw it, and then he shoots it at a closer range than we did.
Some sniper.
Step aside.
Garrus, I can't throw like a pitching machine.
So should we miss on purpose or shoot it? I always felt like Garrus would hate it if we were taking it easy on him.
That's how I felt too.
Yeah.
I always felt like you do your best. I actually thought it would be interesting if Garrus actually was better than you.
Yeah,
I do
seriously.
hate that you have to be awesome at everything. Can't Garrus?
I don't
since
even
he
use
is your
sniper rifles.
I know, since he is your sniper, that would be interesting if you could only win this if you were an infiltrator or another sniper rifle class, and if you were a non-sniper rifle class, you actually couldn't beat him. That would be interesting.
So I didn't do that on my playthrough, and that was actually really sweet. I like that.
I love that. Yeah, that was a cool moment. I love that.